we've faced India a lot in recent times and had some success against them. Obviously, two world-class spinners on their day, and I think we've had success at different stages. But we'll have to wait and see what the wicket produces tomorrow. Some shorter boundaries, and sometimes that can play in the minds of a spinner, not necessarily, almost being a little bit more defensive. A big loss to India. The presence, he plays very well at ICC tournaments and has a very good record over here. But, himself and Rohit Sharma have got a very good partnership, and I think they complement each other well because they're right and left-handed. But in terms of our lineup, I think we've had a similar balanced side for a long time, and when you do have a right-left-hand combination, it does put pressure in different ways on the bowling opposition. And when a lot of these grounds in the UK have a short boundary to one side, and if you've got two right-handers or two left-handers, you can't exploit it as much. Where obviously having the right and left hand. And the communication becomes very important to target those short boundaries. It's a ground. The weather it was an outstanding summer last year, so there wasn't a lot of rained out games. And traditionally, when you play here at county cricket, you play on either side. You don't normally play in the middle, which is safe for international and obviously Test match cricket. So it's a great place to play cricket. Traditionally, can favour the batters at times, but I'm sure the bowlers will be going to have a little bit there. It's been up in the covers for 2 or 3 days, and it hasn't seen the sun. So I'm sure we'll have to wait and see what happens. But first and foremost, it's a great place to play cricket, and I'm sure anytime we play India in a neutral venue, there's always going to be more Indian supporters in New Zealand. It's still early on, and I think majority of all 9 teams are still, or maybe realistically 7 teams still in the hunt, and I think it's not only the way the draw works out. If you can get into a bit of a roll towards the end, I think first and foremost you've got to get into the semi-final, regardless of whether you're top seed or the 4th seed, and you're only 2 wins away from maybe lifting that cup. So I think I could mention 5 or 6 teams that I think are playing very well, but at the end of the day, we're 3 from 3. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I've had a big push for this World Cup. Not getting any younger, but there's still a long way to go in this tournament, and as I said, still got some big games to go. Back to the situation as best as possible. If the openers go well, then you play accordingly, and vice versa if you're in early, to try and adapt as quick as possible. In terms of going out there and getting numbers like that, if you're winning games of cricket and help contribute in any way possible, then first and foremost that's what you want to do, and whatever your stats are at the end of the tournament, if you make the semi-finals, finals, win the trophy. Probably hit a bit harder than the ones that have happened recently, but it's like anything. I think they're here to stay, and I think they add a different dimension and a good dimension to cricket. But a few of the batsmen have had a bit of luck in recent times, and it is what it is. Just get on with it, and I'm sure the bowlers are a little bit disappointed, but I'm sure the batters are very happy at the same time.